Okay, hi everyone. I hope you can see me okay. And I hope you can hear me okay. It's kind of late, but I just wanted to check in. I have no idea what's going on with the astrology right now, but we're just going to pull cards to have some fun because it's been a few days. Okay, we have snake and butterfly. Both cards for extreme shifting and transformation. A snake sheds its skin or it will literally die, and a butterfly goes from caterpillar to chrysalis to a completely different creation. So let's get some clarity on this. I'm going to pull from my sacred geometry. Tell me about this transformation. What's this pertaining to? I'm going to try and shuffle like a real shuffle. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. Oh, so divine doorway, a higher dimensional portal, or a portal to higher dimensions. Octahedron. Oh my gosh, sacred union. Strong twin flame soul union energy with these cards. So yeah, there's a portal. I just feel like this has to do with like an alien romance, and it's unfolding you into something that is beautiful and who you've always meant to be, but it's required you to shed everything that you've known and what was comfortable. The lotus within you awakens. You are a master in light on high. Yeah, because this card, this is an 11 master card. This is only for the people who are the most on their path. These, I'm talking to God's chosen ones right now. You are being activated by your divine union into higher dimensions, and it's opening portals not just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of the entire collective. And it's very sensual and sexy and kundalini awakening with these two cards here. This is no ordinary romance. This is groundbreaking. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot on this. Sorry, I can't seem to get like the camera angle right tonight. This was a very last minute decision to do this video. It's like midnight right now. Okay, so divine feminine high priestess energy. Very high profile unions again coming through with these cards. And we have Page of Wands. So fun, play, creativity. It's like a anything's possible energy. And you're just enjoying the nourishment of what you're learning through this exploration of each other's union with the Lover's card. Okay. It's like playful, it's sexy, it's fun, and it's very romantic, very beautiful, loving, soul union, eternal, divinely orchestrated, blessed, and created by God. I'm going to pull some Archangel Gabriel cards. Tell me about this love union, Page of Wands energy coming through. Okay. These cards might be a little stickier. We'll find out. Okay. I'm just not getting anything from Archangel Gabriel tonight. Come through. Okay, no, it's just like not happening right now. Let's pull from the Inner Temple cards. Maybe I'm just not a good shuffler, you guys. Okay, and that one flew out. So I'm doing something right. Unhookable. Yeah, because I think this pertains to when you were attacked demonically and by really negative entities and energies pulling you down. Nothing could hold you down from your highest destiny. So this is for the feminine and masculine. Clearly, nothing could keep you from being in your divinely orchestrated union, because when God brings two people together, no man should tear it apart. And this card, I think, is about how everything was thrown at your union and nothing could defeat it. It only made your union stronger. And that's a testament to what a real love you have and just how powerful and sensual and high vibrational your union is. And it's transformative. It changes you. It changes everyone around you. And that's the master card, is you're influencing and transforming everywhere you go, because the frequency of your combined energies is radiating out and people feel that and they're changed by it. I want to pull actually the octahedron card because I can't remember what this card is about. So tell me about the octahedron. Oh, okay. The Magician. So it's an alchemy card, and the Magician I want to get clarity on because that could either be malevolent or benevolent. Tell me about the Magician. Okay, yeah. Kabbalistic Tree of Life, 10 of Pentacles. So manifesting your highest reality. This is a card for people who've made it. They've created everything they've wanted, their dream job, their family, their financial security, their kingdom. This is what's been established with these two cards. It's you've accessed magic through your union into creating a wealthy home. And it's like you're unhookable from, you can't be hooked or held down by poverty or sickness or misfortune, because that's just not on your timeline anymore. I feel like you're in a fifth dimensional or higher timeline. Yeah, because it's like there's this Four of Pentacles coming through. It seems like this might be pertaining to the past or to how people view you. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles energy here. Oh, okay, that's way too many cards. Oh. We have Seven of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles. We just had the Capricorn full moon, and that could be about materialism, working on our subconscious beliefs regarding materialism. Tell me about the Pentacles. Okay, yeah. So just reaffirming that success. It's like you've saved up, you've worked hard, you've planted seeds, and now you're sowing the benefits and the reward and success here. And the sun energy too is very literally healing and DNA activating. And I was watching a video on how we're in one of the most significant solar flares of our lifetimes, and there's a huge flare in plasma, unfortunately, both due to the malevolent forces of thousands of bombs being dropped on our planet, but also due to benevolent forces with the sun coming through and giving us more codes than ever before. And so these cards are talking about a significant shift, I think, and change and success and alchemy that's happening because of some solar flare energy. And it's throwing you onto your highest timeline. And that's the portal card as well here. So it could be that with the plasma, because it's volatile energy and it comes through in different ways, but for those who are ascended, it really shows up as just more energy that you can use to make your dreams come true. And so I feel like for the plasma energy for me, it did come out through crying today, and I hardly ever cry, so that was a surprise, but I think it needed to happen because I'm going to pull from my shaman oracle here. I think it just needed to happen because there's so much clearing in my field, and we're in a retrograde, so it's just the purge and cleansing again. We have many paths and the wind. So change and timelines. Okay, changing of timelines. Yeah, it's like you're shifting from, maybe you were struggling and now it could have been happened overnight. Suddenly you're wealthy, you have your dream wife, your dream life, and you're, maybe I'm speaking to the masculine right now, you're living your best life and highest reality. A new project, like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your idea into a reality. Yeah, so that's the planting of seeds here. Okay, tell me about this project. It's a lot of cards. I'm having I'm having beef with this deck right now, you guys. Okay. Blocks are lifted. Amazing. So obstacles are being cleared for this new project. Authenticity, yeah, because it's the highest frequency. Listen only to love. They also say love is the highest frequency. And ask for what you want. Yeah, because the energy is malleable right now. We have a lot of collective meditations going on. A lot of collective anchored energy to help manifest the highest reality for our planet. I'm pulling some soul cards now. Okay, we have, yeah, like a momentum here. A momentum in clearing shadow is what these cards are telling me. And maybe working with some plant healing, herbal, holistic, homeopathic healing using maybe plants, nature. Let me pull from the sexual tarot. Tell me about this couple, this union. I'm going to shuffle like this now. Tell me about this sensual, portal, transformative, creative love energy happening. Oh, wow. Yeah, like a completely new couple with this reading. You've just gotten together or you're about to get together. It's gonna happen like soon that this is a new, fresh thing going on. Okay, tell me more. The Star. Okay, so is he, she, like, not from this planet? I'm getting alien, I'm getting angel energy, I'm getting the man or woman of your dreams, just somebody who's everything you've ever wanted. Wish fulfillment here. Aquarius energy. We're in the age of Aquarius. I think Pluto's in Aquarius. Seems to like go in and out of it. Tell me about the Star. What's the wish fulfillment about? Okay, that's way too many cards. So let's put those back. Sure, we'll go with this. More cards. So we have Six of Wands. More Wands energy here. Creativity, vitality. Seven of Swords. The Emperor. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's a little story happening here. The Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, Emperor. Ooh, Four of Wands. Yeah. So like perfect contentment, joy, bliss, celebrating, having fun with the Four of Wands. And then we have Ace of Wands. Yeah, lots of potentiality with this new union coming through. Yeah, because it's like, I'm getting this, these three cards are for the feminine. It didn't work out with a masculine who I think had a lot of authority, but just had no game when it came to emotionality or relationship savvy with these cards. It was like there was success or pleasure, but then it's like with this card, it just reminds me of like somebody who like has the best woman, like the bee's knees, and just doesn't know what to do with her. Like he just seems awkward about it here. And then Seven of Swords is like it all fell apart. And then the Emperor is like, I think it fell apart with somebody, yeah, like a masculine who was just, I want to say too up in his own ego or his position of authority to actually acknowledge that he had the woman of his dreams, everything that scared him essentially, because it was just like too new and vulnerable and not something he could control. And so I think what happened was it shifted the timelines so that God brought in a new partner for the divine feminine who actually, that's why there's a divine doorway here. It's like God opened a new timeline and portal. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the message. So for the divine feminine, you are a high priestess. You were on a timeline with an emperor who was super high up. Again, like a high profile union. He could not provide you what you needed. He was too behind on the path that you were going at the rate you were going. And so you got ejected out of that timeline, which is why the winds of change pushed you onto a different path with a man who is the man of your dreams, who is fulfilling you and giving you everything you wanted with these cards here. Okay, yeah, this is the message. It's really coming through strong now. So tell me more about this. Let me shuffle. Trying to create new habits, you guys. New neural pathways here. Tell me about this new partner, this new relationship. What's different about this relationship? Abundance, okay. Like a new financial opportunity. Tell me more. Wow, the Emperor card again. So we have the Emperor, Page of Swords, like learning from a king. Interesting. Yeah, because there's so much like emotional fulfillment with this. I'm getting this is the new king coming in. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of cards. I'm trying to hold them all. So it's like the Emperor who has this, like, people look up to him with this Page of Swords energy. This is a masculine who is in a position where he has a lot of influence over the collective. Maybe he's online, maybe he's just a very public figure, maybe he's a celebrity. Yeah, I'm getting like somebody high profile who maybe has like products, a business, a book, multiple books. And then this is, yeah. Okay, that was crazy. My left ear was like ringing hard with that one. So author, writer, high profile. This guy's up there. And then this Nine of Cups, it's like people love his work with this card. He's like, people really love this guy. Okay, and then I'm getting like a shift with these cards where there's like Nine of Swords, just like no fulfillment, devastation, breakdown, betrayal, anxiety, hitting a low. This is like the ultimate shadow work. Dark Night of the Soul card, and then you have 10 of Wands and 3 of Cups. Yeah, I'm needing more clarity with these 3 cards here. Let me pull my inner temple. Tell me about this weird devastation energy coming through for the Emperor. Chamber of Power. Sensuality. And the Feminine. Okay, yeah. So it's almost like there's, okay. I'm just wondering if this is, yeah, it's like the distorted Emperor again. He just completely messed things up with the Feminine with this reading. It's like there wasn't respect for this powerful Feminine, and it led to him being completely lonely and depressed. And then she had to, with this card, I just see that she had to leave and go be with her tribe of people who support and respect her and can meet her needs. With the 3 of Cups there, it's like a feminine collaborative energy. So she just like was like, I'm done being in this abusive, toxic dynamic. I'm gonna go hang out with my girls and get my shit together, essentially. And that's why the Feminine card is here, because this Feminine had to just walk away from a really powerful, I think, masculine energy who just, what he wasn't ready to step into what she was calling him to with the sensuality and the Chamber of Power. It was like too activating for where he was at. The Kundalini energy was just revealing all of his weaknesses and things that he didn't want to work on. And I think that's why it didn't work out with this masculine. But I just want to know, because there's a new union coming through for you, Feminine. I'm talking to you directly now. So let's just get some clarity on this with the Sacred Mysteries. Okay. Compassion and serenity. Yeah, I feel like this Feminine isn't holding on to the past. Even though this is coming out as kind of a retrograde reading with these cards, it feels like she's at peace about it and she's moved on. Like, clearly things weren't meant to be. Okay, so let me pull another Shaman card. Where does the Feminine stand now? Okay, interesting. The Coyote Spirit and the Seer. I feel like my cards are playing a trick on me with this. This is very meta. They're like, we're pranking you with this reading. What is going on here? Coyote Spirit and the Seer. Yeah, it's like I'm missing something here. Bavaratini. Okay, wonderful. So like a positive energy, celebration, sensuality, femininity. Yeah, and Mahakali, both very celebratory cards. Okay. So let me pull from, what is this Oracleian card called? I'm just pulling now. Release your inner rebel. Okay, speaking to the Divine Feminine again. You're just really in your power with that card. That is, yeah, lost in the ruins of the past. Oh my god. Okay. So feminine, I think you're just thinking about how things didn't work with this masculine and wondering what went wrong. And I'm just getting from these cards like it just wasn't meant to be, because you have something new and fresh and beautiful coming forward with these cards: the Star, the Fool, the Divine Doorway, the Sacred Union. You clearly have better things going for you. So I wouldn't worry too much about this past lover that's on your mind with this retrograde. Like, don't text him, don't call him. It ain't worth it. Yeah, morning meeting, because you have somebody coming through who's like really obsessed with you, really loves you. Really beautiful, soft, but sensual and sexual and activating energy. Tell me more. Okay, we have Ka. Yeah, pure life force energy. I'm just getting with this card too. It's like the previous guy may have been sucking your life force energy out of you, and so you need somebody who charges that up and is stimulating and healthy, but also fun. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull from my I haven't pulled from the Sacred Hag in a while. So let me see here. Tell me about this new romance. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so this is like a woman who's just like hung up on the past hardcore. Like, it clearly wasn't meant to work out with this other guy. I just, with the Hag of Storms and Tears of an Earth Bride, it gives me the energy of somebody who, of divine feminine, who is like enraged. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like there was supposed to be a deal or agreement with this previous masculine. Then we have the Star. And again, so wish fulfillment with the Star. And Five of Wands. So it's kind of a... I'm getting that this is... Okay, this is gonna sound a little out there, but I feel like there's been an exchange in... Because this is such a high profile, really powerful High Priestess feminine. When it didn't work out with your previous partner, I really think God and the angels aligned to swap out through the many paths timeline you with a different partner, that there was like confusion in heaven as to like who to give you next. This is really funny, but I was actually talking about this with somebody today about how there has to be some frenzy or restructuring or reordering when a twin flame union or a soul union falls apart in the earth realm. There has to be like a scrambling in heaven for a new high frequency divine masculine to appear. And so these are those cards. They're literally saying that something really, I think it was a divorce with these cards. Like something really didn't work out with this other person, and it threw a wrench in a timeline to the point that these other dimensions are conspiring on your behalf to make sure that you end up with somebody, because it's really important, feminine, that you get activated with the codes of a divine romantic love to help with the Earth's ascension because of who you are. I'm getting I mean, you could be ancient, have a ton of past lives, have so much that's built up to just you needing to play out a successful romance in this lifetime because you've cracked all the codes and you've done all the other things to essentially perfect the human experience, to create the ascension portals. Hang on. Tell me about this. That's too many cards. Maybe it's not. We'll just go with it. Okay. So we have Page of Cups. Yeah, like look at this. Like a naive masculine. He's just like head in the clouds. He has no idea what's going on. We have a Queen of Pentacles. Death and rebirth. Somebody who just doesn't know what to do. The timelines are so convoluted. Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's a ton of airy-fairy masculine energy with these cards. They're just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Like, I'm just so 3D. I just go to work. I do my 9 to 5. I pay my bills. Like, these guys have no idea. Like, this is not the energy that we're going for the feminine. Because she's a high priestess. She needs her high priest. She needs her king, her emperor. And then we have the 9 the 9 of Swords. So yeah, it's like a final push for, I just don't want to sound jaded with this reading, but it's just coming through really strong that the masculine, like, I have a handful of healthy men in my life that I can count on one hand that I would consider like the blueprint divine archetype for a healthy relationship. And all, if not most of them, say that there is a problem in which the majority of men on this planet seem to be problematic or behind. And so energetically, that's what these cards are giving me for this reading today. And, you know, if that doesn't resonate, great. You've maybe had a different experience, and that's amazing. But with the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Scorpio cards here, it's just like, this is a feminine who has been looking and looking for her partner, and it's been slim pickings. And she's afraid that her eggs are going to dry up with these cards. She needs to have somebody's baby, like, fast. I know of an amazing woman who did everything she could to create a family and just wasn't able to before she couldn't have one anymore. And it's really sad to see really amazing, magical women just end up not having a family, not having a husband and kids because they ended up wasting their time on somebody who couldn't be faithful to them, or just like broke their heart, drained their wallets, wasted their time. And this card is the promise that that energy is over. And that's why there's the Fool and the Ace of Swords, and heaven is conspiring to give you a different story, Divine Feminine. You're not going to be that woman. So that's very promising. Tell me about that. Badger. Okay. This is like a stubborn energy here. Yeah, I feel like this is talking about like the masculine again. I don't mean to be like shitting on the masculine with this reading. It's just kind of coming out that way. I'm just going with the flow. Okay. So, yeah. Healing and beauty and reality. So, finding, because you're not wasting your time trying to mold somebody into your perfect person, feminine. Either he's there or he's not there. And so these cards are very promising in that because you honor the flow of what life is throwing at you, God wants to give you that partnership, is really what all these cards are telling me. Ultimately, it's just been like a long time coming for you, and maybe there's just some frustration there, some stagnation. Yeah, like a message is trying to reach you. God's like, don't worry, we're going to bring you the sensuality. We're going to bring you the culmination of everything you've been manifesting. This is like everything you put your work into. Okay. Tell me more. And then we gotta wrap this up. Yeah, it's your destiny to have your divine partner. Nothing can stand in the way of destiny. It can only be delayed, and that's probably what you've been worried about, is like, are my eggs gonna dry up? Is it over for me? Am I just not meant to find love? But the message here is that it is your destiny. Oh my God, look. We have a heartbreak. Tell me about the heartbreak. Yeah, it was like, whoever this guy was, he just completely was not for you, feminine. Like, this author, wealthy, I don't know, aristocratic type, pompous, maybe narcissistic energy just was not meant for you. Broke your heart. Yeah, because there's a 3 of Pentacles. So he was collaborating with a lot of people. But I think there has just been extreme negativity or an explosion with this guy. It was like everyone in your circle was maybe warning you about him with these cards. People in your job, your line of work, was telling you about this guy just not being good for you. Like toxic, heartbreaker player energy with those cards. But don't worry, something else is on the way really fast. Okay. Yeah, the Chariot card is the fastest card. One of the fastest cards. I think Ace. 8 of Wands is the fastest. Oh. Yeah. Because you're supposed to have a king. King of Wands. That's fun. Tell me about this King of Wands energy. I usually see him as negative, but in this context, I really feel like it's a positive for the feminine. Yeah, like a guy who's really innovative, creative, and maybe an artist, or just someone who's very resourceful, charismatic, funny, attractive, and yeah, the Fool. So he's coming soon. Like, oh my gosh, a whole new beginning awaits you with this man, feminine. And he's a King of Swords. Oh my gosh, like the intellectual Renaissance type. He's very educated and astute and probably articulate. Yeah. Oh, but then there's 8 of Cups. So walking away from what? Oh my god, so many cards. The Devil. You're walking away from the Devil. Okay, yeah. That's what all this drama was about. Had to go there. Yep. You literally were in a relationship with the Devil. Whoever this previous guy was, he was a hot mess. I'll just say that. He had demons. He had problems. And you're feeling big feelings about it with probably the Capricorn full moon that we just had on the... when did it happen? Yesterday? The day before? Something like that. But look, you have success with your Hierophant man. And I feel like this is also like, sometimes I think of the Hierophant card as like it's an ode to God, and God has brought you success in love. And so you get your new beginning, and you also get to be protected from worldly, negative, ugly energies while you secure the coin, queen. Secure the bag. Yeah, this is like, you're a very sacred, divine feminine, and you're saving yourself and your energy and your time and your resources for the right person, and he is now entering the field. I would just like pray and ask for clarity on that, because sometimes the archons will feed on the women's desire energy, and so this is a message to both the feminine and the masculine. Be careful not to yearn too much for your desired union, because it will activate like a draining program where they're using that energy to feed the matrix. So just like cancel that, cut those cords, and pull your energy back to yourself and your power back to yourself, and just know that it's all working out for you. Just don't get desperate. So yeah, the Gatherer and the Eagle. You're ascending, you're getting everything you need, and you're preparing for the ascension. I really do think that this year is throwing us onto Diane Cooper's prophesied 2032 timeline. And you're on that highest timeline, Divine Feminine. You've prepared everything for your ascension timeline and your path. And you're very abundant. You are a master on high. That's why you're surrounding yourself with these spiritually plugged in, healthy, aligned, I want to say mentors, shamans, elders, people who are supporting you right now, really strong with your new projects. You're just like on it. Okay. We have happy news. And then we have vision board and time management. So yeah, just managing your time, making your dreams come true. I'm gonna pull from Helpers, Soul Helpers Oracle. Tell me about, okay, a new strategy is required. This reading's all over the place. Yeah, a new strategy is required in regards to your abundance. So dropping that scarcity and knowing that God's providing for you, and having the flexibility to just go with what God is offering you at this time. What's God offering the Divine Feminine at this time? Okay, yeah. Earth Grid and Merkaba. So you're able to traverse and grab codes from these. The Earth Grid, the ley lines, are protected and created by the dragons. And then we have the Merkaba, which is, the Merkaba is very Metatron. And so dragons, Metatron, take what resonates. Feminine, you are helping the actual planet ascend. And you're very powerful. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap this up with just one more Inner Temple card. Wow. This has been like all over. The Tall Poppy. The Tall Poppy is about how you stand out because you're different and special, and it makes you a target. And people want to cut you down for that reason, which is why the Hermit comes out, because the Hermit comes out for the spiritually powerful who need to protect their energy, because there's the evil eye, there's the curses, there's the NPCs and the Agent Smiths and the vampires and trolls and false lights and distorted soulmates and distorted twin flames. So protecting your energy and knowing that you're on the right path and you're killing it, but you're not always going to receive positive feedback because you stand out. And that makes people uncomfortable when they're playing small. So yeah, I guess I'll just pull one more card for your union. Tell me about this love that's happening right now, not the old one. Yeah, it's a dancing prayer. This is like also a Kundalini card. It's just so much Kundalini energy. It's like insane. It's all over. It's like 3-4 different cards. And you're balancing that with probably abundance, like a job, a life. You're protecting your energy while this new partner comes in, or what these cards are telling me. So you're balancing, you're staying protected, you have your bubble, your shield, and you're calling in that amazing partner who is on his way but seems to be taking his time a little bit. But that's okay because it's happening soon. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this was a good reading. I guess this ended up being for the Divine Feminine today, and I hope it was helpful. I've just been so busy. I'll see you guys when I see you. Love you, bye.